Hello fellow model railroaders, steel mill modelers. I'm going to share how I make my scrap for all the piles and the loads and stuff like that. Over the past 3 or so years, I really got back into model railroading and scratch building. At the time, I didn't really think I could even do that stuff. But with the good Lord's help, I guess I can still build stuff. So anyway, I save all of my trimmings, just weird stuff, like this is a piece of screen wire, styrene, fast food cups, fast food tops, straws, netting, you name it. You cut it up small enough and make it convincing enough, and once you paint this, it'll look just like real scrap, and I'm fixing to show you how to do it. So anyway, I have a whole big bag of my trimmings and just toys and junk that I've cut up. The more it's three-dimensional, the more realistic the load will be. If you can find weird shapes and then cut them up into little teeny tiny pieces like this, you're on the right track. I'm also going to add this. This is some kind of netting that I cut up just now into little teeny tiny pieces. And here's a little bit thicker netting. I'm going to add all these into this bag. All you're going to need is a bunch of cut up junk like this, maybe some netting, a Ziploc sandwich bag, and you just dump all the stuff in there. Then you dump all this other stuff in there, and then you dump this stuff in there. Then you seal up the bag real quick. Guess that's sealed. Just give it a... Nope, that's not sealed. There we go. Give it a good shake. Just to mix it around just a little bit. That's what you're left with. Now here comes the real easy part. I've tried acrylic paint. That didn't work. When you do stuff like this and there's so many different plastics and textures, it's kind of hard for the acrylic paint to really get in there. So I found an easier way. I would suggest doing this outside. I'm doing this in my hobby room here. I would go outside, but I'll show you how to do it here. Now, you know me, you know I love using this brand of paint. This is a great base coat for steel mill models, particularly freight cars and stuff like that. Because once you weather them with a nutmeg or you airbrush it, all the colors blend together and it looks rusty. It comes out great. So I'm going to take this Krylon Camo Brown, and all I'm going to do is seal up half the bag and try not to kill myself with the toxic fumes out of the spray can. If you are a child, don't do this. Get a parent's help or grandparent or whoever you got. If you're an adult, you know the deal. Alright, so then we just spray. And then I'm going to seal up the bag. Then I'm going to do this. May have to do this a couple of times to get everything coated, which is what I'm going to have to do. And unfortunately you can't see inside the bag at the moment, but it is getting coated. And if not, I'll do it again. I usually do about 3 coats of this stuff. And then what you do, after you have, or you feel you've coated it really well, take a peep, make sure you have. This is how I would go ahead if I don't have anything else better to do, I don't have any models to build, I'll do little projects like this for future projects. I got a small bag, I needed to make some more of this anyway. So when I get the urge to make a load or another scrap pile, I already have this stuff ready to go. I don't have to wait. And that's kind of what it looks like. It's kind of gross, doesn't it? You want it gross. Hit it again. Hit it again. Alright, I'm going to call that done. I'll pass another tip on to you. This is one of those 24 count crate doodads. I use it as a drying pad for my models. I'll put something on here and you can manipulate it however you want by your hands underneath. I use these quite a bit when I spray paint stuff. And then just put all this stuff out to dry. May take a while. And yeah, just kind of move it around so we can get air up underneath and dry. The faster it dries, the better off you'll be. And you might have to repeat this to cover everything. And that is how I make my scrap. And then once I get a load built or a pile, I'll just hit it with some acrylic nutmeg. Give it a 2 or even 3 tone paint job. That way it blends in well with each other. But that is making a scrap pile for projects. God bless. I'm out.